Hey guys, it's Victoria back with another spoiler-free movie reaction. And today's movie reaction will be on, finally, The Marvels. Directed by Nia DaCosta, starring Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, Tiana Paris, Zoe Ashton, Park Seo-joon, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, forgive me if I didn't, and Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not gonna front y'all, and normally I would say what I really thought about a film for last, but I'm just gonna start off with it now by saying, yeah, I did not really enjoy this film. And trust, I have my thoughts on it that I'm gonna be explaining in a minute, but it was like, you guys know me. You guys know that I like to be fair to movies, seeing more so the good and while acknowledging the bad as well, but still trying to see the good in them. And in this film, let's just say that was a little bit tough for me this time round. I mean, I'm not going to say that there wasn't any good stuff that I could find in this film. I will say there was a few stuff, but in the grand scheme of things, of weighing the good with the bad, yeah, it was a bit of a doozy for me. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, first and foremost, if you did not know, this film is a direct sequel to Captain Marvel. And so much for that being said. I have to say, this movie did not expand on the character of Carol Danvers slash Captain Marvel, because it just felt like she was pretty much the same as she was in the first film in more degrees than one, and she just has two other females that she is interacting with in this film. And so it was kind of tough for me. It was like, I won't say that I thoroughly enjoyed Captain Marvel, but I can say I did like it. I liked the film for what it was, and I know some people are like, that movie sucked, but for me, this is my channel, so I'm just gonna say I enjoyed the first Captain Marvel. But with this film, yeah, that is a different story, because I'm like, what's more, what else is there to, or what else can we learn about the great Captain Marvel? I'm sure there is more, but it just felt like this film was not interested in exploring that, or at least having a movie before this one exploring that. And as for the story in this movie, yeah, for a Marvel superhero film, I felt like there was not much of a story here at all. Yes, there were certain points here and there that were interesting points that were brought up, but that's all that it felt like. It just felt like it was a sequence of events going on and really not leading up to like a, I won't say grand finale, but definitely something where all of that pays off in essence. It just felt like it was, like I said, different events that were coming together or colliding together, or more so like smashing together, because these three ladies in the film, their powers were intertwining with each other because of what was going on in the film that I cannot say. You would have to see it yourself, because once again, spoiler free. But other than that, it just felt like there was so many things missing, like dialogues between certain characters that you think was supposed to be had at one point, and definitely at this point, because here they are now, and who knows when we're going to see them with each other again. And also there were scenes that just felt like really weren't needed as much, as they could have been replaced with other scenes that helped to further build onto the story that it was trying to tell. But instead, this is what we kind of got, is just a different mixture of things happening. And I will definitely say there is a scene in this movie that it felt like it just came out of the blue. Now, I don't know if this was actually something that happened in the comic books that I am unaware of. So I apologize if this actually is a thing and I just didn't know, but something happens in a scene in this film that you're kind of like, oh my God, this feels like it came straight out of a Disney film. And I'm talking about the Renaissance Disney films. And as for the villain in this film, Darvin, played by Zali Ashton, who I think is a really great actor in her own right, yeah, I felt literally let down and disappointed by what they did with this villain, because I'm like, when I saw the first trailer for this, I was thinking, okay, this could be a interesting villain in the Marvel universe that has a dark backstory, but she has a reason for what she's doing. And also, how can I say, maybe like a nice follow-up to Eric Killmonger, if you know what I mean. But seeing this film, I felt completely let down, and I just felt like, sadly, it was just another like stereotype of the angry Black woman kind of thing. It was just like, why did y'all do that? It's like, you guys had something to work with here, and even if you had to figure out a way to like mess with the storyline a bit to make this character more interesting, that would have helped. But instead, it just went this route where you're like, okay, she's just mad. She is just very angry about what happened in the past, and she doesn't care if anything gets fixed or not. She just wants her revenge and nothing more. It's like, yeah, that's my response to that, Lord. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I felt. Excuse me, y'all, for my little outburst just a second ago. I just had to calm myself down a bit after that, because, like I said, it was a little disappointing. I'll leave it at that. But let's now move on to something that I did like, or someone that I did like in this film. And that someone is Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, played by Iman Vellani. And I have watched some of her show on Disney Plus, Miss Marvel, so I knew a little bit about her before going into this movie, and I thought she was an awesome character. Now, going into this movie, I still thought that she was a really awesome character. You could tell that she was a bit of a fangirl, fanning out over these superheroes, especially Captain Marvel, and I guess she was definitely so inspired by her that she wanted to be a Marvel herself, hence her superhero name. But as far as anything else goes, it was like you could tell that she still has a little bit more development that needs to be happening with her character as time goes on. And who knows, maybe we'll get a film where it's just her movie one day. I don't know. We'll see where the Marvel Studios decides to go with this character. But I honestly did like her character. She was fun, she was funny, and when things got serious, she could delve into those serious moments and do what needs to be done as Miss Marvel. And also, she has a family that's always got her back, which I really like the actors that played her family, because they were all really good in my opinion. And so, yeah, I hope we see more of her, more of Kamala Khan. Okay, I think I'm all good now. Now, moving on to talking about another character, which is Monica Rambeau, played by Teyonah Parris. I thought that her character was pretty good for the most part, but like I said, there are some things that people have been arguing, that if you haven't seen certain shows, you wouldn't understand why certain characters are there or why they have certain abilities that they have. And for her character, that was definitely a big point to that, because like if you have not seen WandaVision, you wouldn't know where she got her powers from. And also you wouldn't know what happened to her mom before all of that happened, and how she ended up being in space at the start of this film. So it definitely was something getting introduced to her character in a film theatrical debut. And if you didn't watch the shows, you would be like, who is this girl again? Oh, she was the kind of like so-called niece to Captain Marvel, or Carol Danvers to be more specific. And that's how they knew each other. That's all you would know about her. But if you watch WandaVision, you would know that, yeah, her character was brought back to expand on her character from the first film, and she is now all grown up. And let's just say once more, the snap certainly changed things in people's lives, and definitely in hers. All right, y'all. Now let's get to our last, but of course leading lady, Brie Larson, who plays Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel. Now, one thing I can always say when it comes to Brie Larson is that she really is a good actor. I really am never disappointed when it came to the roles that she has taken up, and I do find her style and technique definitely, palpable, that it's believable what she's doing. But when it comes to her playing Captain Marvel, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is tough, because you're like, what more is there to this character, this brilliant character here? Because there's got to be something else, because she just seems like she is so, I won't say superficial, but you're just like, okay, what's underneath all of that? All of the heroics, all of the different moments of just awkwardness, but then also charm, and then also just, I gotta do my job, so please stay out of my way, I gotta do what I gotta do kind of deal. Now, you do find out something that she was, in her past, that she was known to be, that was not such a good thing that happened, and also not a good thing that she did in the past. But that's all I will say about that, and it really honestly doesn't feel like that went anywhere. And also even the resolution to what happened when she was in that space and time in her life, it just felt a little lazy. I'm sorry, but it did feel that way. But other than that, like I said, if there is ever any other movies with Captain Marvel, I sure hope they expand on her character in a really big way. Not just the, okay, this is what happened to her in the last film. This is what happened to her when she was with the Avengers. This is what happened now since the snap and the Avengers have kind of went their separate ways, but yet you still don't know much about her. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with that. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's pretty much my reaction to this movie. And so, going on to my rating, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give this movie, ooh, how can I say this without seeming, cruel about it? I have to give this movie a 5.6. Yes, it was, like I said, if you can wait for this to come on Disney Plus, I highly recommend you see it then. And if for nothing else, definitely to see how the character of Kamala Khan has got involved in this film, and also her scenes, so funny and so genuine, and I hope that they have some more stuff for her in the future, so we'll see. But it's really nothing to go rushing to the theaters to go see. And really, to be honest, if you already seen it, let me know your thoughts on this film. And if you haven't, let me know if you plan on wanting to see it, whether it's at the movies or Disney Plus or wherever. And also just also keep in mind that this movie came out like not this past weekend, but last weekend. So, and I'm sorry that I'm a little late on bringing this movie reaction to you guys. I apologize for that. But like I said, a lot has been happening, and so I'm trying to get back into giving you guys the content and movie reactions to the movies coming out. So, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on the film or any thoughts on what I have to say, did I miss anything? And if I did, please, by all means, let me know, because I would love to make sure that I'm being accurate on this stuff rather than just jumping to conclusions. I don't do that. I don't like to do that, especially with films. Our next movie reaction, which will be coming very soon, it will be coming out this week, I can promise you guys that, will be on Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving is afoot for everyone. So on top of that, I hope you guys enjoy your week and enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. If anybody's off for Thanksgiving break, I hope you all enjoy that and look forward to seeing my movie reaction on that one. And until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. And with the strike over, I'm happy to hear that it's over, but let's keep trying to make good quality films best we can, everybody, because creativity is one of the things that definitely I will continue to support and value. So, there you have it. Bye.